yesterday, fading away. She walks through the silence of an empty room, where shadows whisper stories of a fading truth. Her trembling hands still reach for the moon, though the night feels far, the night feels far. Fragments of the past still haunt her eyes, memories wrapped in quiet lies, but she keeps standing through the cries, learning who she really is. And she feels her heartbeat fighting through the haze, and she knows that she's stronger than her yesterdays. So with the broken wings of yesterday, she still tries to fly through the pain, falling down but not erased. She rises through the scars she made. Broken wings of yesterday can't keep her on the ground. She once believed she'd never heal again, drowning softly in the world she kept within. But every tear becomes a wandering flame, a guide to pull her through, pull her through. The weight she carried for so long starts to feel like it doesn't belong. She breathes in deep, becoming strong as her voice begins to rise. And she feels the fire burning under fear, and she knows her wings will find the sky from here. With the broken wings of yesterday, she still tries to fly through the pain, falling down but not erased. She rises through the scars she made. Broken wings of yesterday can't keep her on the ground. Let the memories fade into the rain. She's done reliving all the weight and shame. Her spirit whispers through the flame, I'll fly again, I'll fly again. Even broken feathers can be mended, even shattered hearts can be defended. Her story hasn't ended, no, she's just beginning. Still carry me, still carry me. She lifts her eyes towards the sky, feeling strength replace the cries. She knows she has to try. With the broken wings of yesterday, she still tries to fly through the pain, falling down but not erased. She rises through the scars she made. Broken wings of yesterday can't keep her on the ground. still fly, can still fly tonight. I hear your quiet footsteps walking through my fading dream. Your shadow softly lingers like a memory I can't release. The night is cold and empty, but your warmth still pulls me. Every breath becomes a tremble, every thought returns to you. Whispers beneath my heart, calling out your name in the dark. I keep falling, I keep hoping for a light to guide me back. Whispers beneath my heart, echo softly where you left your mark. I trace the broken moments through the spaces you once filled. Your voice remains inside me like a fire that won't stay still. I reach for fading sunlight, but the night keeps holding on. Every tear becomes a story, every story leads to you. Whispers beneath my heart, calling out your name in the dark. I keep falling, I keep hoping for a light to guide me back. Whispers beneath my heart, echo softly where you left your mark. If I could touch the silence, I'd hear the truth you try to hide. But I'm still learning how to breathe without you by my side. Whispers beneath my heart, still calling out in the dark. I keep dreaming, I keep reaching for a love that won't depart. Whispers beneath my heart, all the pieces of my aching heart. She wakes up to another quiet day, holding dreams that slip too far away. A trembling hand still try to pray for a love she couldn't save, couldn't save. Every whisper echoes in her mind, every memory frozen in time. But she keeps walking through the fragile lines, searching for a spark again. And she feels the fire she buried long ago. And she knows it's time to let the embers show. Inside a burning velvet heart, a flame still dances in the dark. Soft as a whisper, fierce as a spark, she's rising from the ashes of her scars. Her burning velvet heart is glowing once again. She once believed every word he said, now they echo like ghosts in her head. But broken pieces don't mean she's dead, she just learned how to feel, learned how to feel. She steps into the wind with steady breath, fighting shadows she once thought were death. And though her soul is tender underneath, her strength begins to reveal. And she feels the pulse of the fire she feared to hold. And she knows her story's meant to unfold. Inside a burning velvet heart, a flame still dances in the dark. Soft as a whisper, fierce as a spark, she's rising from the ashes of her scars. Her burning velvet heart is glowing once again. Let the night fall, let the thunder cry. She's done letting her fears define her life. She breathes in deep and lifts her eyes. I'm stronger than the pain I left behind. Velvet softness mixed with flame, a fragile strength she finally claims. Let the world remember her name. Let the world remember her name. Her heart was shattered, now it beats again. Her tears once drowned her, now they help her stand. The fire she feared now rests in her hands. She's learning who she is again. Inside a burning velvet heart, a flame still dances in the dark. Soft as a whisper, fierce as a spark, she's rising from the ashes of her scars. Her burning velvet heart is glowing once again. Burning velvet heart inside her chest, healing all the wounds she once suppressed. She walks through darkness, glowing bright, a warrior born from endless nights. Her burning velvet heart finally beats in peace. Ooh, finally beats in peace. Let it burn. Let it burn. fall across the room, shadows dancing in the gloom. I hear the echo of your name, a quiet spark, a dying flame. The night feels colder than before. Your footsteps linger at my door. I reach for memories I can't hold. They slip away like silver gold. Every whisper, every sigh fades beneath the midnight sky. I'm trying hard to stay upright, drowning in these tears tonight. Sapphire tears tonight, falling soft in the pale moonlight. Every heartbeat breaks a little more as I stand alone at your fading door. Sapphire tears tonight, but will rise again when the dark turns bright. Even through the pain I'll fight with sapphire tears tonight. The clock keeps ticking on the wall, reminding me of every fall. Your promises now out of reach, like distant waves upon the beach. I try to breathe without your flame, but every breath still speaks your name. I lift my eyes to starless skies, wondering why love always lies. Every whisper, every sigh fades beneath the midnight sky. I'm trying hard to stay upright, drowning in these tears tonight. Sapphire tears tonight, falling soft in the pale moonlight. Every heartbeat breaks a little more as I stand alone at your fading door. Sapphire tears tonight, but will rise again when the dark turns bright. Even through the pain I'll fight with sapphire tears tonight. Maybe tomorrow I'll find my way. Maybe the sorrow will wash away, but I'm still learning how to see a world where you're not next to me. Still I'll break through every fear, step by step, year by year. Even if my heart's not right, I'll shine through sapphire tears tonight. Sapphire tears tonight, falling soft in the pale moonlight. Every heartbeat breaks a little more as I stand alone at your fading door. Sapphire tears tonight, but will rise again when the dark turns bright. Every scar becomes my light through sapphire tears tonight. Let them fall, let them shine. Sapphire tears tonight. Under the quiet moon, I hear your voice again, soft like the fading glow of memories in the rain. Every step I take still leads me back to you, like shadows of the past that never fade from view. I try to let you go, but the night keeps pulling me back into the places where our hearts used to be. Whispers in the midnight sky, calling out your name tonight. Every can erase. A melody of love that time cannot replace. I try to walk away, but my heart won't let me flee. You're the ghost of every dream that still lives inside me. Whispers in the midnight sky, calling out your name tonight. Every star reminds me why I still dream you're by my side. Though the world keeps turning slow and the winds of time still blow, I can't escape the reason why. I hear you in the midnight sky. Maybe someday I'll learn to finally let you go. But tonight the moonlight sings a truth I've always known. Whispers in the midnight sky, calling out your name tonight. Even though we said goodbye, I still feel you deep inside. Every memory, every sigh still echoes in the midnight sky. There's a storm inside, whispering my name. She hides her fears beneath a quiet smile, walking roads that stretch for endless miles. Every memory stacked up in fragile piles that she carries alone, carries alone. Her voice trembles in the fading light, fighting shadows she's too tired to fight. But even broken wings can touch the night when the heart refuses to fall. And she feels a trembling fire deep in her soul. And she knows she's reaching for something she lost long ago. There's a whisper storm inside her heart, soft but strong enough to tear apart the walls she built when she fell too hard. She's rising from the silence in the dark. The whisper storm inside is calling her to live again. She once believed she'd never stand again, lost in echoes of what might have been. But even quiet hearts can learn to mend. She's finding her truth tonight. The wind is shifting as she takes a breath, letting go of what weighed on her chest. She's finally choosing her own steps with the courage she can't deny. And she feels a power she thought she'd never find. And she knows she's not afraid of the storm inside. There's a whisper storm inside her heart, soft but strong enough to tear apart the walls she built when she fell too hard. She's rising from the silence in the dark. The whispered storm inside is calling her storm inside, still whispering, still guiding me home. I walk the roads we used to trace, empty nights and endless space. Your shadow lingers in my mind, wild soul you left behind. The city lights don't feel the same, every corner calls your name. I keep moving just to breathe, but your memory never leaves it. I try to tame this fire, but it burns through every truth. I'm losing my desire, living wild without you. I'm a wild soul without you, running through the dark, chasing the truth. Nothing left but scars to guide me through. This world is cold, but I'm still bold. A wild soul without you. Your echo lives beneath my skin, a war I know I'll never win. Every heartbeat shakes the night, searching for a fading light. I try to fill the empty space, but no one fits the shape you traced. Still I rise though torn apart, holding fire in my heart. I try to tame this fire, but it burns through every truth. I'm losing my desire, living wild without you. I'm a wild soul without you, running through the dark, chasing the truth. Nothing left but scars to guide me through. This world is cold, but I'm still bold. A wild soul without you. Maybe someday I'll find a way to break from your ghost. Maybe someday I'll rise higher than you ever hoped. But tonight I'm still fighting through the storm and the fear, still learning to breathe in a world without you here. I'm a wild soul without you, running through the dark, chasing the truth. Every step reminds me what I knew. The pain, the fire, the lost desire. Still I rise and push through. I'm a wild soul without you. I'm still wild, still wild. A wild soul without you. City lights are fading as I walk through quiet dreams. Your Soft echoes of the night pull me gently toward the light. I keep dreaming, I keep holding to the love you left behind. Soft echoes of the night still whisper in my mind. Midnight echoes calling me again. She walks alone through the city lights, holding memories she can't rewrite. Every step feels heavy tonight, but she keeps moving on, she keeps moving on. Her shadow follows her like an old friend, a quiet story that will never end. She looks up and whispers to the wind, tell me where I belong. And the night holds every secret she tried to hide, and her voice shakes as she fights back the tides. Echoes of a midnight calling through the dark, reaching for the fire buried in her heart. She's breaking but she's standing, torn but still alive, searching for the strength to rise again tonight. Echoes of her midnight still calling her home. She remembers moments stained in gold, promises made that never took hold. The warmth of a hand she used to hold, now it's just dust in the rain, just dust in the rain. She lifts her face as the thunder grows, feeling something deeper than the sorrow she knows. A spark inside her slowly glows, a whisper saying her name. And the night feels like a mirror she can't escape, and her heart beats like a drum she cannot break. Echoes of her midnight calling through the dark, reaching for the fire buried in her heart. She's breaking but she's standing, torn but still alive, searching for the strength to rise again tonight. Echoes of her midnight still calling her home. She closes her eyes and feels the world fall away, hearing the truth she was too afraid to say. I'm stronger than the shadows haunting me. Let the rain pour down, let the night unfold, let her tears become stories untold. She's learning how to breathe again, she's learning how to feel again. Ooh, let the midnight echo guide her through the storm. Whispering hearts, lonely nights, she's finding her way through fading lights. Every scar, every cry becomes a reason she'll rise. Echoes of her midnight calling through the dark, reaching for the fire buried in her heart. She's breaking but she's standing, torn but still alive, searching for the strength to rise again tonight. Echoes of her midnight still calling her home. Oh, echoes of her midnight echo through her soul, leading her to places she thought she'd never go. She's rising from the silence, glowing in the night, finding every piece of who she lost inside. Echoes of her midnight finally bringing home. Finally bringing her home. Midnight echoes still calling her home. The night is growing quiet and the streets are turning cold. I'm walking through the memories we made when we were bold. Your laughter in the distance still echoes like a flame, a light that burns so brightly now only shadows say your name. I try to hold the pieces of the things we used to be. Time keeps moving forward and it's pulling you from me. Fading lights of yesterday, slowly drifting far away. Every moment slips like rain, falling through my hands again. I still feel you in the gray, where the winds of longing stay. But all that's left of us today are fading lights of yesterday. We stood beneath the sunrise with our hearts so open wide, believing every heartbeat would forever stay aligned. But promises get broken and seasons always change. Now I'm left with empty echoes in a world that feels so strange. I reach into the silence just to find a trace of you. But every time I call your name, it fades into the blue. Fading lights of yesterday, slowly drifting far away. Every moment slips like rain, falling through my hands again. I still feel you in the gray, where the winds of longing stay. But all that's left of us today are fading lights of yesterday. If time could stop us turning, I go back to where we were. But all I have are memories that whisper without a word. Fading lights of yesterday, softly glowing as they fade. Though the night will pass someday, your shadow always seems to stay. In every dream that comes my way, you shine in quiet shades of gray. But all we were has slipped away, like fading lights of yesterday. only stars begin to hide. Her trembling heart beats soft inside, afraid of what she feels, afraid of what she feels. The moonlight falls across her face, revealing wounds she tried to erase. But she still stands in this quiet place, searching for a reason to breathe. And she feels a shadow whispering her name, and she knows she's not the one to take the blame. It's Luna's cry in the dark, echoing deep in her heart, soft like a whisper, sharp as a spark, a voice that tears her world apart. Luna's cry in the dark, still calling her to rise. She remembers when the world felt kind, before the storms clouded her mind. Now she walks through the ties that bind, trying to break free tonight, break free tonight. The night embraces every tear, every truth she couldn't bear to hear. But even through her, she feels it clear. There's strength beneath her fear, and she feels the pull of something she can't deny. And she knows her soul was never meant to die. It's Luna's cry in the dark, echoing deep in her heart, soft like a whisper, sharp as a spark, a voice that tears her world apart. Luna's cry in the dark, still calling her to rise. Let the shadows fall, let the night unfold. She's done hiding stories she never told. Her trembling voice grows brave and bold. I won't fade anymore. The moon above begins to glow, reflecting strength she didn't know. She feels her inner light start to show. She's ready to let go. Luna cries, but I still rise, I still rise. The night becomes a friend again, a quiet place to find her strength. She breathes and stands within its range. It's Luna's cry in the dark, echoing deep in her heart, soft like a whisper, sharp as a spark, a voice that tears her world apart. Luna's cry in the dark, still calling her. fall in the rain. In the rain, she walks the streets where memories remain, holding on to words she can't explain. Every heartbeat feels heavy with pain, but she keeps moving on, keeps moving on. Raindrops fall like tears she used to hide, tracing stories from the storms inside. She lifts her face as the world collides, searching for a place to breathe. And she feels a fragile hope beneath the ache. And she knows some things bloom even when they break. She's like roses in the rain, soft but strong through every pain. Falling down but she remains, growing where the shadows fade. Roses in the rain. She learns to rise again. She carries scars she never meant to show, traces of a love she can't let go. But even wounded hearts can slowly grow. She's learning who she is tonight, learning who she is tonight. The storm around her whispers her name, telling her she's not the one to blame. Every tear becomes a burning flame that lights her path again. A strength she never thought was hers, and she knows she's more than all her hurt. She's like roses in the rain, soft but strong through every pain. Falling down but she remains, growing where the shadows fade. Roses in the rain. She learns to rise again. Let the storm fall down, let the past unwind. She's done letting sorrow draw the lines. With trembling hands she lifts her eyes. I'm still here and I'm alive. Her heart once shattered in the cold now blooms beneath the stories told. She's finding pieces she let go. She's finding her soul. Roses grow even in the rain, even in the rain. She takes a breath and stands again, letting go of all she's been. The storm becomes her closest friend. She's like